What is going on, everyone? This Houston Texans offense has been exciting. It is being led by phenom rookie quarterback C.J. Stroud and this passing attack that consists of wide receiver Nico Collins, tight end Dalton Schultz, and rookie wide receiver Tank Dell. But it is this running game that has been disappointing 6 weeks into this season so far. So I have to ask the question. Are the Houston Texans going to start another running back next week versus the Carolina Panthers? You guys let me know. Welcome, everyone, to the 713 Houston Sportcast. I am your host, Ruben Calvillo. I drop daily Houston Texans content, win, lose, or draw. So make sure you guys are following me on my Twitter, Instagram, TikTok for the latest Texans news, rumors, and updates. And if you guys are new here to the channel, we just hit 8,000 subscribers. Thank y'all so much for the continued support. Trying to hit 9K by weeks 9 or 10. Please help me get there. And thank y'all so much for watching today's video. And it sucks to even have this conversation. I am a Dameon Pierce fan. I was expecting Dameon Pierce to have a breakout year in year 2. But it just hasn't been that 6 weeks into the season. Last year, he was a rookie sensation. At one point, was leading candidate for Offensive Rookie of the Year. A statement game against the Philadelphia Eagles on Thursday Night Football, over 100 yards. And for some Texans fans, Dameon Pierce was the only reason why they were watching the team. Look, last year was horrible. 3 wins, 13 losses, 1 tie. We knew we were walking into a L, but we wanted to see what number 31 did on the field. That was our first glimpse of the future of what we were going to have. The Houston Texans this offseason, they spent money. They invested into the O-line, which was one of the main reasons why we were excited for Dameon Pierce's season. You extend Pro Bowl left tackle Laremy Tunsil, extend Titus Howard, trade for veteran Shaq Mason, extend him, and then in the draft, you trade up in the second round for Juice Scruggs, the most this Houston Texans franchise has ever invested into the O-line in one offseason. So we were expecting a big year from Dameon Pierce. His stats on the season: 281 yards, 1 touchdown, and a disappointing 2.9 yards a carry. At the beginning of the season, Vegas put out what they predicted Dameon Pierce was going to end at. 978 yards, I took the over. 5.5 touchdowns, I took the over. That's how confident I was in Dameon Pierce, and it doesn't look like he's going to come close to those numbers. He is 23 in rushing. That is not good. Now, I am not giving up on Dameon Pierce after the bye week. Maybe he turns it up and becomes that player that we expected him to be in year 2. But what was interesting was, against the Atlanta Falcons, Dameon Pierce was the only running back to rush the ball, which was very surprising because Devin Singletary did not get a carry. Rookie wide receiver Tank Dell ran the ball more than Devin Singletary, which was surprising. Dameon Pierce against the Falcons, 20 rushes, 66 yards, 3.3 yards a carry. That is not good. And what was interesting about his performance was the previous 4 weeks we could say, all right, the offensive line isn't healthy. No Tunsil. You lose Kenyon Green for the year. Titus Howard breaks his hand. Juice Scruggs is on IR. Well, you get the offensive line back against the Atlanta Falcons. You have 4 out of your 5 starters out there, and a performance of only 60-something yards. It just was not good. You ended up losing that game, and a lot of fans were asking, why didn't Devin Singletary get a carry, and why doesn't the running game look good? I go back to Bobby Slowick. Bobby Slowick, at the beginning of the season, said that once our O-line is blocking, well, Dameon Pierce is going to be hard to stop. Well, the O-line has been blocking the past 2 weeks, and it just does not look good for Dameon Pierce. Then this week against the New Orleans Saints, this is why we are having the conversation, will they be a new starting running back against the Carolina Panthers? The Houston Texans split carries between Dameon Pierce and Devin Singletary. Dameon Pierce led the way with 13 rushes, 34 yards, and a 2.6 yards a carry average. Devin Singletary, 12 rushes, one below Dameon Pierce, 58 yards, 4.8 yards of carry. His longest run was 17 yards. The running game looked better when Devin Singletary was toting the rock. And this is the first time all year that Pierce and Singletary, they split carries. So going forward, it begs the question, are they going to continue this, I get 10 carries, you get 10 carries? Are they going to split the workload for these two running backs? I don't know. But I think at one point you do have to entertain the idea of starting Devin Singletary. After 0 carries against the Falcons, everyone was wondering what was going on. And then after the game against the Saints, I mean, it was give Devin Singletary more attempts. This is what we expected when we signed Devin Singletary in the offseason to be a legit complimentary running back to Dameon Pierce. Now we are having a conversation, should Devin Singletary be the starter? You guys let me know what you think, because right now I am feeling, stay with Dameon Pierce. Still a very young player. He is going to get it going. But then the other side of me says that the running game looked more efficient with Devin Singletary out there. And yes, it's just one game. But when I look at Devin Singletary's, stats this year, you want to see him get more touches. A 4.8 yards a carry against the Saints. A 3.6 yards a carry against Pittsburgh. A 4.6 yards a carry against Jacksonville. And a 3.5 yards per carry against the Indianapolis Colts. You might have to start looking Devin Singletary's way. You guys let me know what you think about the Houston Texans' current running back situation. As always, guys, go Houston Texans. Go Astros. Y'all have a very blessed day.